This Friday, personal services, hairdressers, the barbers, the beauty salons, they're all reopening in Northern Ireland, and I cannot wait for the day that I get to say that here. But Daniel McRossen is the owner of Daniel Anthony Hairdressers in Enniskillen in Fermanagh. He's with us here on News Talk this afternoon. Well, Daniel, are you all set for Friday?
Yeah, well, Andy, we've been working those last 3 days getting the appointments and the diary sorted and getting our stock replaced and whatever, so we're all set and excited for Friday.
What's demand like? I can only imagine people are banging the doors down.
Yeah, we're pretty much booked up to mid-May. Some of the stylists are booked on into June, so there's quite a waiting list that we have to get through, and so we're quite happy with that, you know. But obviously it's a bit of it's a bit frustrating for some clients, really. You have to wait for that 4 or 5 weeks extra to get them through the door.
So that's the demand. You're right up till appointments in May and June.
Absolutely, yeah. We have tried to accommodate most people, and we've run extra stylists and one to accommodate the extra workload. But we've hopefully got through most of it at this stage, you know, and people are quite content to wait that extra few weeks.
You've a large catchment around you there, Daniel, in Enniskillen and bordering areas. But I mean, is that demand all coming from Enniskillen and Fermanagh?
Well, basically, we would have within a 20-mile radius. So you have clients from within that 20-mile radius. We had quite a few clients from across the border to Cavan, direction Donegal, and some from Sligo as well, who maybe have made the trip to off the shopping and one thing or the other to the local stores, one thing, and then they make it a day's out and do, and they would also book the hair appointments.
And are they typically, Daniel, customers of yours, or is this just since the reopening was announced for Friday?
Previous this year, we had quite a percentage of Southern customers. In the last 3 to 4 weeks, we've had more of an influx. So people have got slightly confused with the opening in England and Wales, Scotland to ourselves. So the phone has been ringing, say, from the 1st of April, really, with people from the south looking to get appointments.
Could you hazard a guess at all, Daniel, roughly? I mean, how many calls have you had, or how many customers or clients have you booked in for the next couple of weeks, people travelling from the south to the north to get their hair done?
I would say maybe the region of about 20% of our clientele would be from the south. I'm not too sure of numbers at this stage, but quite a few of them was existing clients, over a period of time. So there's been, I would say, maybe an extra 5% or so, maybe within the last couple of weeks, would you say new clientele that's been looking to get in, and it's very hard to accommodate everybody as such. So you're looking after the waiting list, existing waiting list we had, and when people have missed out on the appointments in the last lockdown. So we're trying to accommodate most of them people first, and they've been on that waiting list.
But you're getting calls from people in the south, in border areas.
Oh yeah, so, as far as the way it's Sligo, which is basically maybe in the region of 40 miles from us, really. I mean, what is the story there, Daniel? So, because I mean, for instance, in the south, our public health guidelines at the moment are that, you know, we're allowed to travel within our existing county and then 20 kilometres beyond that. But like, I know myself, I'm from Donegal, so Sligo definitely wouldn't be within the 20 kilometres of Enniskillen. I suppose it's something we don't question. We look at the booking. A lot of our bookings is online as well. So we don't actually question where people are coming from or how they're going to get our length. But you'll be looking at the treatments and more so in the area they're from, or how they're going to get to us, sort of thing. Like, we leave that up to the client.
Yeah, so it's not up. So you're saying it's not up to you to sort of do a kind of a questions and answer session with the customer when they ring.
No, not really. We would just basically ask the treatment they require and contact details and the likes. That's basically what we'd be asking.
Okay.
If there are any other treatments previous to this, whether they're doing treatments at home and how we're going to have to counteract that treatment, and more or less to give us a time scale of how long it's going to take their appointment to allow for it. But we wouldn't question the travel anything, really,
And what are the guidelines in the north at the moment, Daniel? Do you that's obviously something then you don't have to do. You don't have to ask people where they're coming from, or
not at the moment. No, we have no guidelines or nothing in that area at all. We would have just basically requested our clients. We do a temperature check on arrival, and we would request that they wear masks and all in the salon, and for protection of our staff as well. And so so many guidelines that we'd be following, really.
Yeah.
And obviously sanitising after each use, and sanitising the chairs and the like, so which we had been doing up until the previous lockdown. And we were quite fortunate, Joe. We had no cases. We were never requested to lock. There was no positive test of COVID from the salon, so we were never requested to lock down or do an extra deep clean or whatever for 24 hours. So it was all above board.
Okay.